If one golden root has outlasted 25 centuries of war, disease, and medical trends, it's this one. Here's why turmeric refuses to go away. From Ayurvedic scrolls to modern anti-inflammatory supplements, turmeric has been used for everything from digestion to depression, wounds to cancer. It's 2,500 years old, but ironically, it's more relevant than ever. Turmeric is the rhizome of the Curcuma longa plant, a member of the ginger family. But unlike its spicy cousin, turmeric has a bitter, astringent profile and deeply medicinal roots. In traditional Chinese medicine, it's called jianghuang. In Ayurveda, it's haridra. In kitchens, it's golden powder. In medicine, it's a pharmacy. The main active compound is called curcumin. It's a bright orange polyphenol that acts like nature's anti-inflammatory SWAT team. Now, turmeric was first described in Ayurvedic texts like the Charaka Samhita around 500 BCE. Back then, it was used to cleanse the blood, treat skin conditions, and support digestion. In traditional Chinese medicine, it was part of formulas that moved blood, broke up stagnation, and reduced pain. But it wasn't just a healer. It was actually sacred. Hindu priests used it in their rituals. Buddhist monks dyed their robes with it. In India, turmeric became a symbol of purification. It's one of the most researched herbs in all of modern pharmacology. 15,000 plus published studies, and it's growing every single day. So what's it actually doing inside of your body? Let's talk about the triple power of turmeric. In terms of the science, number one is that it is an anti-inflammatory. Curcumin blocks something called NF-κB, a major pathway in chronic inflammation. It helps with arthritis, brain fog, and even gut conditions like IBS. The second thing is that it's good for your brain and your mood. And the reason is that turmeric crosses the blood-brain barrier. It boosts something called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, and it also has a mild antidepressant effect in some trials. The third is that it's good for your liver and for your gut. Turmeric actually supports bile flow, which helps the better digestion of fats. It helps the detoxification in your liver. And in traditional Chinese medicine, we say it moves your liver, qi, and blood, but is especially good for pain and trauma. In traditional Chinese medicine, we say jianghuang unblocks the channels, meaning it gets stuck energy moving again. In particular, it's often used for trauma, menstrual pain, and chronic joint issues. One thing that's important to remember is that, like a lot of herbs, turmeric isn't just for everyone. Here's when to skip it or actually adjust your dose. So number one, you should not take turmeric if you're on blood thinners, because turmeric can actually increase the bleeding risk. You shouldn't take it if you're pregnant, because it's, quote, moving, and we tend to avoid it in high doses with pregnancy. You shouldn't take it if you're prone to cold digestion or diarrhea, because for some people, it can actually aggravate these kinds of symptoms. In East Asian medicine, we say if your spleen qi is weak, a problem with pancreatic enzymes, low stomach acid, that kind of thing, and you're cold, damp, and depleted, turmeric might be too harsh. It's not necessarily a more warming tonic herb like ginseng or like ginger. It's actually a mover. So let's break down how to actually use turmeric day to day, because how you take it changes how it works. So number one, you can take turmeric as the raw root or powder, which is pretty low in potency. This is good for cooking, good for golden milk, and it's good for teas. Scientifically, something that's really interesting is that it needs fat and black pepper to absorb it. This is safe to take daily or to take long term. The second is you can use the standardized extract, which has high potency. Usually at this point, we're talking about 95% of the curcuminoids, these active compounds in there that are medicinal. If you add black pepper extract, you can get up to a 2,000% better absorption. And for this, you can take about 500 to 1,000 milligrams per day. A third way to take it is in traditional decoctions or formulas like the way we do in traditional Chinese medicine or Ayurveda. If it's combined with warming herbs like cinnamon or ginger, it can improve the stimulating, metabolism regulating effect. We use it for blood stagnation, menstrual pain, or physical trauma and physical injuries. Now, if you're using it for inflammation, use a high quality extract. If you're using it for digestion or just daily balance and daily health, the whole herb with fat and heat typically will work beautifully. For 2,500 years, turmeric hasn't gone away because it works. It adapts. It travels between traditions, from temples to labs to teacups, because the body still recognizes its power. Turmeric is a mover. It moves inflammation. It moves pain, it moves stuck energy. And sometimes that's exactly what healing needs. If you're dealing with inflammation, brain fog, or chronic tension, turmeric might be one of the simplest things you can start with today. If you're intrigued by the power of turmeric and you want to discover other herbs that can fight inflammation and support your body, I've put together a free download with my favorite anti-inflammatory herbs from traditional Chinese medicine. Now, these natural remedies have been used for centuries and are still effective today. You can download the guide right below this video to learn more about that. And if you've made it this far into the video, it probably means that herbal medicine and traditional Chinese medicine resonates with you on a deep level. And maybe you've already tried supplements or stress tactics and hacks or lifestyle changes, and something's still missing. That's usually where personalized care comes in. In my private clinic, I work with one-to-one people in Los Angeles or virtually via telemedicine who are done guessing. People who want to get to the root cause of anxiety or GI problems or burnout or chronic fatigue. Something that is not a generic protocol. Custom, classical East Asian medicine designed for your body. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, I work with a limited number of new people, and you can just go to dralexheyne.com/clinic or read the information in the bio below this video. And don't forget, if you love herbal medicine, I have another video right here related for you.